get attacked by the vicious sparrow.
Hey, that's gonna look really cool on the security camera. It flew onto the security camera. Straight X Games mode. Welcome back to the channel. We're getting right back to the Corvette since I really don't like driving my Duramax right now. I brought my fluke meter home from work. Ka-chow. And we're going to make sure that the starter has voltage at the starter and make sure that the solenoid's not grounded out, because that's kind of what it's acting like. And then make sure that when you turn the key that the starter signal wire goes hot. And I don't really have a good way to film that, but I'm gonna try. So if I can't get that, then I'll talk to you here in a minute. All right, so I actually am, I know you can't see me right now, but you can hear me. I actually am able to have the camera in a place where you can sort of see what I'm doing. I've got my red lead on the power source to the starter right now, and the black lead is just on the ground somewhere on the chassis over there. Engine over there, actually. Anyway, we are getting 12 volts right now. Well, yeah, it's 12 volts right now to the starter power source. So, don't know what's going on there. And then now I will hold my lead on the part that is the signal to the starter. And I'll switch my meter to ohms. And that is grounded. That, I'm sure you can hear, has a connection to ground, which is weird. Let me take the wire off of it. The wire's not bolted down right now. The nuts are next to my elbow. Let me just get that wire off, make sure it's not the wire, make sure it's the post on the starter. It's not the wire. The post on the starter is grounded. I don't think that's normal. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. So I think that is sort of screwed. The ground on the battery's grounded, but that's to be expected. So there you have it. I'm pretty sure we just tested and that starter is done for. We're gonna try to beat it up with a hammer and a piece of tubing and see if that'll make it sort of come out of this situation that it's in right now. And we'll get back to you. But if not, starter's only 120 bucks, so I don't care. Just to show you guys the weird situation we had going on with the tripod while I was working on that. The things I do to make sure that you guys can see a little bit of something. Anyway, so obviously you saw us test the starter. It's got power where it's supposed to have power. The starter signal wire actually does engage in 12 volt whenever you turn the key all the way over like you're trying to start it. So all signs point to Lauderdale Donuts. All signs point to the starter being bad, so I am going to go buy one in the morning. I already called, they have one in stock. I might pull this starter off tonight, but really, for a job like that, I want to do it all at once. That way, where I put all the bolts is fresh in my mind, because I'm really bad about losing bolts and tools and stuff. So I think I'll wait till I have the new starter before I take the old starter off, just so I can do it all at once. And at this point, I don't have anything more for you guys, so I'll see you in the morning. So we took a break. We had some Taco Bell and some adult beverages, and we decided that we might as well take the starter off. So here we are. We're gonna take the starter off. Surprise! Luckily, I left this, whatever it's called, the thing with the 3 legs tripod out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up on that and probably time-lapse pulling the header out, because I think with the stock exhaust manifolds you can drop the starter with the exhaust on, but oh, look who decided that long tubes were a good idea. Now my starter's bad, so I gotta pull the headers off. But I'll set you up, we'll do a time-lapse, enjoy it. All right, so I got everything done up here on the header. I think I do have to take one more bolt out to get the dipstick tube out of the way a little bit, but that's no big deal. It's one more bolt. And then I have to unclamp it at the bottom, and then I think you slide it up through the top. I don't know, this is literally, hey, this is my first time working on my Corvette. I haven't owned it but a couple of months, so this is my first time working on it. I think it pulls up through the top. I'm not sure. I guess I'll be corrected if I'm wrong very soon. So I'm gonna go underneath and get the clamp off the bottom. This car's not jacked up very high, so you guys are gonna have to stay up here and not be turned on. Sorry. All right, I got the exhaust off underneath, and I'm gonna try to pull that out now. There's not very much room, so I don't really have high hopes, but I'm gonna try it. Leaves under here.
Environmentalist.
I'd like to say it wasn't that bad, but it was kind of that bad. You can't pull the header out through the top, but you can sort of shimmy it down enough. It won't come out either. I don't know if you have to like move the engine some to get these to come out or what you gotta do, but we dropped it down enough to drop the starter out around it. So that was just what we got to work. But we're going to hook some jumper cables up to that starter and see if we can get it to fire outside of the car. I'm assuming that's a big no, because we basically did the exact same thing in the car, but I got nothing better to do right now. So real quick before we get started on testing this starter, that's funny. I just want to show if it'll, yeah, look at that. You can tell that like the first quarter-inch of those teeth are just destroyed. I think that's where the starter engaged while I was driving, and that's probably what caused all this. So we are going to do a quick test and see what happens. Yeah, that should be turning right now. It ain't doing nothing. She's toast. Toast. Right, now I have my core, so I don't have to pay the core charge when I go pick up my new one in the morning. Now, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey, starter's been acquired. It's, like I said on the way out, it was a huge pain coming out, so I don't imagine it's not going to be a pain going in. And the car's not up in the air very high. I promise I'm working on getting a lift. It just takes time. Time and money, two big things. So I can't take you under there. There's not much to see from the top, just mostly Justin wiggling the exhaust manifold around while I try to wiggle this into its place. So not really gonna film it, but I will pick up the camera and we'll go take this thing for a little rip-skididly as soon as it's back together. I'll see you guys then. All right, the long-awaited moment has come. It's time to get in here and try to start this thing. I really hope I didn't just waste all my time and money on buying that starter and changing it. Wasn't expensive, but regardless. All right. Justin, will you plug the battery in? Timeout. All right. We got power now. Do we have enough power to start the car? Where are you gonna stop? Stop falling. Alright, yeah, that's plenty to start the car. Alright. The time is now. We have a car! Yes! It runs! It runs! It runs! That's exciting. Now I gotta cut this stupid switch out of here because I don't want to do this again. The wires just come down. Oh, there ain't no light under there. The wires come down over there. I'm just gonna cut them and pull this thing out this way, and we gonna be done. Shoo! All right, that's exciting. Now I have to get it off the jack and go take it for a rip. Maybe we'll bring you guys along for a rip. After that, I gotta put some exhaust gaskets onto Miles's car. It's got some pretty bad exhaust leaks from where I took the exhaust off and it didn't have good gaskets. And I think I'm gonna change the oil on a couple of things and then we'll get started on my Duramax. All right. So I apologize in advance for the audio in here. The back corner of the car back there got wall tapped and there's like a hole in the fiberglass. It's not very big, but it's right by the exhaust, so it does really make it loud in here. And I put on fiberglass in that back up so that way, you know, it's not so loud and drony when I drive this on the highway and stuff, and then also so that it's a little quieter in here for you guys. But we'll take it out. We'll find we'll drive down to Mexico and find somewhere to have a little bit of fun for you guys, since, you know, the last video had something about street drifting, but there wasn't any street drifting in the video.